Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get plum wild. Oh, welcome back to the Plum Wild podcast. It's Thursday, not Wednesday, December 28th. I'm Nathan Waddell, and as always, I'm joined in the booth by my best friend, Damian Kiefer.
Good morning.
Tonight's episode is presented by Majula C Speed Shop. It's the #1 community on iRacing to learn and win. As many of you know, I joined Majula C Speed Shop recently, and I can attest to that. The sets are fast, the community is strong, and someone will always be there to answer any questions. Use code PLUMWILD for 15% off at checkout. That's code PLUMWILD. Big thanks to Majula C for coming on board to sponsor an episode. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but first, how we doing today, Keith?
You know, the vision's getting better. Lost an eye yesterday, damn near.
Dude, what is?
Can you,
dude,
chat,
what is
can
that
you guys
about?
tell which eyes?
They
messed
might
up?
not be able to see.
Yeah,
They might not be able to tell, but
it's the one I touch and I cry. If you see me cry, chat, I promise, I'm not sad. It's just like I can't help it.
yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, we were gonna do the pod. Now you got me wanting to scratch my eye. We were gonna do the podcast yesterday, and then you know, Kiefer messaged us in the group chat that we have with me and Hannah and him, and he was like, "Dude, my eyes,
like my parents.
my eyes, you know, screwed, dude." And he was like, "I can't even hardly see," and all that. And then I was like, my first question was like, "All right, are you okay?" And he was like, "This shit hurts, but I think I'll be all right. I just need a steroid and everything." And then I was like, "All right, should we delay the podcast?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then, you know, later on last night, he was like, "I'm so glad we delayed it because."
Also, we just got 26 gifted, so we got 150 now.
Who the hell just gifted
Hosehead.
26? Holy smokes!
We got a hype
Hosehead.
train, level 6.
Wow, level 6. That's insane. Hype train. Holy smokes! Hey, Hosehead. Shout out to Hosehead. We normally don't stop the podcast.
He said Merry Christmas.
We normally don't stop the podcast to talk about stuff like that, but you know, shout out to Hosehead for all the
I
gifted.
just caught it. I was like, geez.
Yeah, and you know, Aaron Watson, big supporter as well as Mike Fritz. We've got a lot of big supporters, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. It's awesome.
But yeah, so what? Here's what happened, chat. All right, I just said chat. It's weird.
You're like Durgan. Durgan talks like he says chat, and so does Rumsey. Rumsey does the same thing. They're just like, "Hey, chat." I'm like, "All right, you're not the streamer. I am."
But so I'm making a bookshelf for my girl. All right, doing the whole woodworking, and on my last cutting this piece of wood with the chop saw. I don't have safety glasses on.
You had your safety squints.
Mind you, I was doing safety squints. So, continuing on. Piece of wood got in my eye. So then I rubbed my eye. Rubbing my eye with the piece of wood in it, then scratched my eye and gave my eye an infection from the wood, which made it worse because I kept rubbing it. So here's my life lesson that I've learned. When you're dealing with wood, all right, I'm not going to say metal because I'm probably still not going to wear safety glasses when I do metal work.
Metal's
But
even
from woodwork,
worse.
No, you just got to know how to direct sparks, idiot. That's visually. I can see the sparks, all right? I can't see the wood.
Go continue.
All right. I'm just being real with you. All right. But woodworking, we need safety glasses, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well.
I learned, and don't if you get something in your eye, don't rub it.
Okay. All right.
It makes it worse, apparently.
Well,
But I couldn't open my eye yesterday from about 2 p.m. to 6:30.
It was, dude. He didn't even want to play. You know, Lego Fortnite.
I didn't even get on my PC yesterday. Let's just
It's ridiculous.
Like that's just wild on us. Like I didn't even turn it on, like at all.
I think
like,
he was in the dark from like whenever you got home and put the medicine in your eye until you probably woke up this morning.
Yeah, and I was off I was out. My mom took. He's my boss. She made my dad do my morning job for me, and
Which I'm sure you still got paid for. Go on.
I didn't. All right. But then I ended up doing afternoon. So from about 6:30 yesterday to about 9 this morning,
Damn.
I was in pitch black dark.
But you seem to be doing a lot better today.
It's because I did so much wrong yesterday.
So we got a lot to recap. Not really a lot, but just some stuff to recap. I believe the Sean Timmerman.
Christmas.
Well, before that though, the Sean Timmerman Memorial Race happened after last podcast.
Correct.
And before
On
Christmas.
Thursday.
So, so the Sean Timmerman Memorial happened. A great event put on by what was it?
I
Is it David
missed
Allen,
the show
right?
because I was. Yes, David Allen. Dave Allen.
So you, well, yeah,
Or
David, whatever. But so I was in the first prelim. You were supposed to be in the second prelim. I ran the first prelim. I've said it many times, and I'm sure anybody who watched the stream from Thursday realized I am not a sprint car guy. I did all right early. I think I qualified 9th, started 9th in the feature, and just kind of
Mud hero.
dropped. But mud hero. I was very squirrely, man, and
You want to know the key?
just don't.
All right,
fucking
here
lift.
I can explain my night.
But let me finish my night. So top
Yeah.
15 transferred from each prelim, and the I was rolling in 15th, and Bo Krebs slid me. And this is not Bo Krebs' fault at all if he's watching, but Bo Krebs slid me, and I think I went to cut down, or maybe someone else slid me. Either way, whenever I went to run a cut down, because like I don't really understand the closing speeds on sprint cars and everything. I went to cut down. I might have hit somebody, or maybe whenever I cut down, I got squirrely and came back up, whatever. Basically ended my night there. I'm a squirrel, but you were supposed to be in the second prelim, and what happened there? 'Cause
Okay.
I never got an answer.
I was eating.
Ah.
I was at dinner, and it was also part of my fault. I thought it was Central Time, not Eastern.
I did the
Time.
same thing. I
So
I was playing
partially
World
my
of
fault.
Outlaws. I was playing
But-
World of Outlaws Sprint Cars 2002, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I got a Discord notification. I was like, "Holy shit! The race is about to start in like 5 minutes." So
Yeah,
I made the same mistake.
I did, and I made the last server with 2 minutes of practice left, and I didn't get any practice. So I got about 2 laps of practice. I think I did get a lap or 2.
But you practiced a little bit beforehand.
I did practice a little bit beforehand. I will admit.
I did not.
And then qualified 5th, I think. Won a heat race. No. I ran 2nd to Tim Ryan in my heat race, which is still pretty good. And then in the feature, I started 6th or something, and almost had 2nd, but got 3rd. I did not lift very
You didn't
much
lift. No lift
at all. And at the very end, like I was running some decent times there with Rumsey and those guys, and I felt like, and didn't lift ever. Nope.
And that was
I didn't
the prelim?
I didn't even move. I didn't even. Yeah, this was a prelim in the feature, and it was actually it was broadcasted for a little bit. I threw a slide every second. It was a little wheeling.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yeah.
You had that Cody Williams design.
Yeah, Cody.
new
That
sprint
thing
car.
was flying.
I had my new wrap courtesy of John Darby, so we were both looking good and fresh. Had
All
the
right,
Plum
so
Wild
here-
podcast on our cars.
So I'm feeling good going into this race. All right, we go in there. Qualifying's about to start. I just made some practice laps. I'm pretty confident in what I'm about to do. Packet loss.
Was it so? Did a lot of other people have that same problem, or was it just you? Because that's happened a lot recently.
Tim Ryan actually had it in the prelim race with me when he was leading,
Ooh.
and it was weird. I don't have packet loss very often.
I don't either. And so whenever it happens to me, I'm like, there's no way this is on my end, right?
Yeah, and it was right in qualifying. Like,
So what happened after that? You had to start dead last in the
started
heat?
dead last in last heat, got up to like 6th, and then I was trying to I was getting a little bit over my head, and went for 5th, and kind of hit them a little bit, and I died.
Mm.
And then in the B main, we weren't gonna get to the top two, but we were coming. I mean, I think we were up to 6th at one point until I killed myself.
Mm.
But
That's
yeah,
unfortunate. But you know what?
we were trying.
Like Dave said at one point during I think
It was fun though.
During my prelim, like I get being upset over stuff in normal races, but like there was just no real reason to be upset at
No,
anything in this event.
no,
It
I
was
just had
a
packet
memorial.
lock. It was just a bad deal.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying I'm not like mad at you or not, saying you're wrong for being mad about that. But I was just there to have fun. And that probably has something to do with the fact that I'm not a sprint car guy, but I was just there to have fun. It was for a good cause. Even though neither of us had the night that we wanted.
I'll be back if they have the next one.
Oh yeah, 100%. We'll be back for the second annual, which
And
they
I'm
already
bringing.
announced.
I'm not having packet loss, but I'm coming like.
You gotta be more prepared.
No, not even like that, but like it made me kind of want to wheel a sprint car.
Ooh, okay.
That was the reason why I said Pro Series for next year on the agenda for sprint cars.
Okay.
Because I was I mean, no, it's Eldora. You don't lift.
So
But
you're still wheeling. But it was fun.
fun.
It was fun, and big shout out again to Dave Allen for putting that on for Sean Timmerman.
And then we had Christmas.
We had Christmas. What did you get for Christmas? I'd like to talk about what all we got for Christmas.
I got a Carhartt. A lot of Carhartt stuff. Got a few beanies. Got some hats. Got a flannel. I got a new phone.
What'd you get?
Let's go. I got the 15 Pro.
Ooh. Yeah, because your phone was like what was it, about an 8 Pro or something like that?
I don't even know.
His phone, oh God, his phone was so old.
Ratchet.
Yeah. Is that all you got?
Clothes and the phone.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I got a few candles.
Yeah. Big candles guy. Is that, back behind you to your left, is that a candle? That one of the new ones?
That is a candle, yes.
I know it's a candle. I asked if it was one of the new ones.
I got like some more here.
Okay.
And then I got a letter.
We just got a letter. Okay.
And then I got a
Take your time.
I gave my girl a PlayStation 5, which isn't like a gift to me, but it is.
It's kind of like, if you go over there, you can play that PlayStation, or she can now play with us.
And I can entertain her from afar whenever she's bored.
That's
Instead of
it right
being
there.
on the phone kind of deal.
Yeah.
I do like being on the phone with her. Don't get me wrong. But it's just I could just talk to her on Discord.
Yep.
I ain't gotta hold it or look at it.
You gotta. I got you.
It's just
That's what me and Hannah did for a long time before we finally moved in together. After we got married, we started playing video games. Well, not in Discord. We just talked over, whenever we were playing Fortnite or Call of Duty, whatever game we were playing. But so what I got for Christmas, my wife got me this new chair that I'm sitting in. That you see, you might notice looks a lot like Kiefer's, and that's because it is Kiefer's chair. Well, not his in particular.
It is.
But whenever Kiefer first got that chair, he showed it to me, and I was like, that is a sick-ass chair because it has this little thing that comes out where you can kick your feet up. So sick. So
it's so nice.
She made a note of that, bought me the chair. She also brought me this sign that is unfortunately backwards to everyone. But
it's not backwards for me.
Yeah, well,
but
to everyone
I'm
that's watching.
On mine.
So it actually says live. I think it's really freaking cool. I got that. I also basically crowdsourced a new PC. And what I mean by that is I didn't know what I wanted for Christmas, like most men, really. Like I had no idea what the hell to get. Right?
Was smart.
So it was smart, right? So I was like, I don't know what to get. I was like, I'm gonna make a PC build on PC Parts Picker, make it like all parts that you can get on Amazon, a good PC build, and then make that my Amazon Christmas wish list, send it out to everyone that's like, what do you want for Christmas? So I sent it out to my parents, my in-laws, my sister.
I didn't even know you could do this thing. This is news to me.
Yeah, and so literally I crowdsourced almost an entire PC. I got everything for a new PC, chat, but a graphics card. And I just bought I literally bought the graphics card the night that I got the last little bit of Christmas gifts that I knew I was going to get. I'm talking, we got a case, we got RAM, we got a motherboard, CPU, cooler. What am I missing?
Same with that RAM.
But we got RAM, and then we got the only thing that was missing was the graphics card. So I ordered that. PC is all but put together. The new graphics card will be going in tomorrow, whenever it comes in, and then the new PC will be built. Are you okay over there? What are you doing?
You're excited. Just wait.
Oh, you trying to put your? What are you doing, dude?
You'll see. Chat. Also got these.
Oh yeah. You got to see. Why didn't you just hold them up? Why did you have to put them on?
It's different. They say when.
And it's my face on there. Me and Hannah made those, got them specially made and sent to him.
How they look, chat?
I love them.
I could have been getting naked.
Well,
I got some pretty cool shorts on though.
Let's see the shorts.
Dude, they got whales on it, and it says, Moby says, don't be a dick.
Wow. So
Learn from Moby.
So other than that, you were gonna go race this weekend at 411, but the Hangover got canceled. Got canceled, which is unfortunate. But that's really, that's all we got really to catch up on.
We got
right?
New Year's.
Well, that's coming up. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after.
We
ready? We ready to get Lucas in here?
Chat, are you ready?
Are we ready? All right. Well, we'll be right back with our special guest, Lucas Ruark. All right. Our special guest tonight is Speed Ranch's Lucas Ruark. He's one of the fastest late model racers on iRacing, consistently winning top split, open setup, pro, and super late model races. He's one of only about 10 that I know of people in the world to reach 9,000 iRating on dirt oval. You can also catch him racing 604 late models in real life at multiple dirt tracks in the Southeast. Lucas, welcome to the Plum Wild Podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. Just chilling. Haven't been playing a lot of iRacing, so I've just been chilling.
You how old are you? I forget.
17.
So you're 17, so you're out of school. Not out of
Yep.
like out, but you're out for Christmas break.
Yep.
So I'm assuming if I was old, if iRacing was around whenever I was in school, like Christmas break, I would be in Christmas break and summer break. I would just be on iRacing like all the freaking time.
Yeah, that's how I used to be. This is like all I used to do, and finally I got kind of tired of it. Started playing other games, working on my car, stuff like that. But yeah, like last year, this is all I did. I'm not gonna lie.
So what other games do you play then?
Like everything. Like
Everything.
I don't know, like literally everything. GTA, like Minecraft, Fortnite, like
yeah.
whatever.
Hey,
Like
Lego
there'll be 20 of us.
Have you
There'll
tried
be like 20 of us in Discord just playing games all night.
Have you tried Lego Fortnite?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. We were
do.
playing it like a week ago.
We play the shit out of
We
Lego.
grinded it.
Dude, we
Like,
played.
we
the fuck out.
have
We got
a
that place.
good
Oh,
base.
dude.
Let's just say that.
It's,
Yeah, me and Hunter are playing. We just were building an airplane. That's all we did for like 2 hours.
we haven't messed with like doing builds like that much, honestly. Like the dynamic foundations and stuff like that. We hadn't really messed with.
I'm not smart enough to build.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. Hannah built one. It was funny. Hannah built one. She was like, "What's this?" And then she put a balloon on it, and then it went all the way up as high as it could go, like right above our village. And I
Yeah.
was like, "I can't stay." She was like, "I don't even know what to do with it now." I couldn't stand it. I had to build up to it and break it to get it to go away. Anyways, so I always ask our guests whenever they the first question I always ask our guests: how did you get into motorsports, and how did you get into sim racing?
So my grandpa ran late models from like 89 to 2006, and so basically I was pretty much born into racing, and I started when I was 4.5, and been around it ever since. It's really all I've ever done, all I've ever known, and yeah, it's all I do.
And what about sim racing?
Sim racing, I think I got iRacing in like 2017, like right before Dirt came out, and then I didn't really like. I was like 12 or whatever, so I really like. I would join in street stock officials on at Charlotte on asphalt and go backwards and like junk the whole
Oh
field.
God.
Yeah.
And so I got banned like one time in 2017, and then when Dirt came out, like 2019 is when I really started playing the game. I got to like a 5K in 2020, and then took a year break and then started grinding again after that.
So what was with the year break? I mean, did you?
Um,
Because I feel
just-
like you. I feel like you're the type of guy that can burn yourself out, like just
Yeah,
doing
I-
it so much. Because if you look at your stats this year, you've ran like 400 and something officials, which is a lot.
Yeah, I think I ran like 300 races, and I just got tired of the game. I started playing like Rust and some other games, and it was during
Yeah.
COVID, so like I was just playing everything but iRacing at that time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But like the deal, like now, like you went from 5K to 9K, like that break, like you can take the breaks and like and
Yeah.
the like you're around it enough and like the iRacing thing, but like that's what once you get into it, it's like the semi-retired life. It's nice,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like you can come
Oh yeah,
in
100%.
because like once you do the grind, you don't have to do the grind anymore as
Mhm.
much. You can kind of pick it up faster if that makes
Yeah.
sense. And you're just, but like from 5K to 9K, it's a big difference. And
Yeah,
I know
100%.
I know it's iRating, and people say iRating doesn't matter, but in order to get that, like you have to be super consistently winning, you know, and running up
Oh,
front
yeah.
a lot, and that's a hard thing to do, and especially on iRacing and how unconsistent it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you've been around for longer than I really knew, because I kind of only
Yeah.
I feel like I only started seeing your name like last year. But
Yeah.
to be fair, I haven't
I
been around a
remember
long
him on
time.
20 I remember what team he was on too.
So what do you remember the most of those early days of, like, say whenever you actually started getting into dirt on iRacing? What do you remember what sticks out to you?
Honestly, probably like when they had two gears and a clutch pedal. Like I remember we all would like mash the clutch in and go wide open and then just dump the clutch and get a good like a better start back then and everything. But the cars, in my opinion, were better back then. Like probably
Yeah.
2020. I think that's the best dirt cars we had. But I do think the tracks are better now. I'm not gonna lie.
So you
I-
what exactly about the tracks is better?
I feel like they're just less top dominant. Like you can actually move around now. It's not just bang the boards anymore. I feel like all the 100 lappers that I win them like middle bottom, riding around,
Yeah.
saving my tires. Just don't burn your stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like well you couldn't like before it was kind of like just wide open all the time. And now
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't but like now it feels like the tracks have more grip and like the slick in a way, but they don't. But you can
Mhm.
get the car better there. Before you couldn't get the car that good down there. Like the car wouldn't stick.
I hate how much grip.
Yeah.
I feel like the slick has too much grip. I know I've said it, and I know
But
we've talked about it, and I'm pretty sure we talked to Tyler Hudson about it. But I just feel like there's too much grip there. Like
But it makes it racy.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It makes it to where everyone
it
just
can.
runs the
It can
fucking.
make it racy. Yeah, but that's whenever the track gets blown off. You're talking about league racing. You're not talking about officials or as much in officials, like especially like pro late model officials. That's
Mhm.
like kind of irrelevant.
Dude, literally, leagues or
Most people run pro
officials.
late models, Nathan.
Okay, league or official in a super late model at Volusia, there's no reason we should be running right through the middle in the slick whenever there's grip up top and on the bottom. You go up to the
Yeah, but
top.
that's 'cause the
you're
banking's straight up goofy.
Nah, dude,
Yeah, it is.
It's not
Yeah.
that.
I
Okay,
think
then why
Lucas
is
could
it?
agree here. Lucas, when you go to Volusia
Mhm.
and you go up to like you're at the racetrack, you've been
Mhm.
to Volusia Speedway before.
Yeah, I've been there.
I've been there too. So when you go to Volusia and you look at the racetrack, does it go like this and then flatten?
Not like it does in iRacing, no.
No, that's why.
Nowhere
It's-
near as bad.
That's
I
why.
do agree. Volusia's not really. It's like
It-
not that close.
Can we just block Nathan out of this
It's
segment?
still. I think that slick is just too.
It's because it's uneven.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, the crown on the top is is pretty bad.
It
That's
still
why
can
Volusia is
get
that. That's just
but
the only racetrack. That's the only racetrack. Name another one like that besides Lucas Oil.
okay,
Because
well that
Lucas
was
Oil
gonna
has
be
a
my
lip. It has a lip. It gets flat.
whatever. I just agree to
This
disagree.
guy. This
So-
guy's got a square head.
Lucas, you really started racing more in 2022 based on what I've seen in your stats. You really started racing a lot more in 2022, but it seems like you found like a whole nother level this year to your game. You know what I mean? What do you
Yep.
think was the biggest contributing factor to that? Was it just surely the amount of laps that you made, or because to go from, what'd you say, about 5-6K to 9K and being one of the top dogs, like that's there's something that's got to be there, a reason.
I honestly, I think a lot of it was like when I came back, the first like 2 weeks I sucked really bad and I almost quit the game again. I was like, this isn't going to be worth it to grind. And then Lucas Oil Week came when I was like a 5K in pros, and it was actually like that's like my
You were
first ever
good.
week. Yeah,
We had
I
a
actually beat
run-in.
Kiefer. That was my
We had
first
a
ever big
run-in.
win. Yeah, we did.
And
I hit
was
him a
like,
little
this
bit.
guy. I was like, look at this dude trying to
And
rough me up.
I was on Premiere then, and then I joined
Oh my
Premiere because one
God,
of my other
I
friends was
forgot
on
whenever you
there.
were on Premiere. I
Yeah,
forgot about
one of
that.
my other friends was over there, and he told me to
He
join.
was
And
on
I
Rocket
really
Racing in 2020, right? Or
no,
2019? You weren't?
no, I was on Premiere. I was only on Premiere.
Oh, okay.
I joined
Were
like
you solo before?
yeah. I
when you
never.
got
That
to
was the first
5K?
team I ever joined. Yeah, Premiere was the first team I ever joined.
Okay. You
What a
had like a
start.
blue car, I think, in 20. I raced you a few times, but not a lot.
Yeah, I had a blue car.
Yeah.
But I was on Premiere, and then my friend got me to join, and I really didn't know like everything about like what was going on with Premiere, and obviously like I won my first 5K, and it got posted on Dirt Talk, and then everybody was like reacting at it, and I was like, man, why are these people like laughing at me for winning a 5K? And then like 3 months later, I realized like no one likes Premiere, which now I know
It's
why. It
just-
makes sense. It
It's-
does
yeah.
make sense. But then I joined Speed Ranch, and when I was at Speed Ranch, there was probably three of us over there. It was like me, Chase Hardy, and Tanner. And like Tanner wasn't really playing the game as much then, so I started hanging out at House of Speed when everyone was at House of Speed, and
Yeah.
that's like the group I wanted to be around. They were all like, we were in there till 6 in the morning, like
Barbara and
playing
them, yeah.
games. Yeah, just
Just
hanging
your
out.
group of friends. It's not so much
Yeah,
the shop,
exactly.
it was the
Yeah.
group of friends.
Yeah. And so I left Speed Ranch and went to House, and then
Them boys wild.
that whole deal just kind of we all started not getting along by the end of it, and Hauser it's just kind of like running a babysitting thing over there with a bunch of kids, like kids joining, and then they would leave the next day, and it's like they would have roles for no reason, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And so like not getting paid and stuff, so we all went to Speed Ranch. JC left, and obviously we all went with him because he basically ran House of Speed before, so we
He was
just
like
kind
y'all's
of
ringleader.
so we all just followed him, and now I've been on Speed Ranch for 6 months or something like that, 7 months now, and I've been liking it. It's been way more fun.
So
It's more about just like the people you're around in a way
Would-
too.
yeah.
It's
Is that-
like a society in a way, like who.
you're
Like,
trying to make this shit deep, Keith.
I go to bed at 10:30.
Yeah,
I can't. I wouldn't work at Speed Ranch.
But
no.
You know what I mean? Like I wake up. in
back
the
to my
morning,
question,
I don't
though.
know what time you guys went.
What-
But I'm just like I'm waking up when you guys are going to bed. Damn it.
Yeah,
That's probably true, even for
Mm-hmm.
me. But what? I don't even remember. The question was, what was the contributing factor to you getting up to 9K? You think is it Speed Ranch? Was that your answer basically, or did you get sidetracked?
I think that is a lot of it. Just Speed Ranch, just like having good people around you, people that like. If you're on a team and people don't want to see you run good, you're not gonna like. People have to want to like watch you succeed and help you. Like I feel like for JC, Tanner, all them guys over there, they really want me to be good, and they prove that, and they help me be good, and I feel like I have gotten way better now.
Do you think? Because I'm gonna lead into this, but I want to know just the answer to this question. Do you think you're better on this build than you were on the build before? Because that's kind of the way I see it. Like don't get me wrong, you were really good on the build before the dirt refresh. So like the build before the dirt refresh, you were really good. But I feel like you're just way better on this current build. that we have.
Yeah, I think this build really fits my driving style better. Like
Yeah.
on old build, I feel like I was starting to learn how to wall tap, but I really wasn't like Chase Bar would get behind me and he would just blow my doors off and like wall
On a
tap every lap
push.
perfectly, like never mess up, and I couldn't
Especially at
do that.
Charlotte,
So
bro. Chase
Yeah,
is
dude,
good
it
at
gets
doing that at
nuts on a
Charlotte.
push.
I've gotten a lot better now. I feel like this build is probably the best build that I've been on. Like for my driving style, I feel like this is the best I've been on the game, and really just being able to win races and load in and just know I'm gonna run good pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
that's a huge
That's
thing
a
to have
hard
that
point to get to, though.
Yeah, but to get to that point, that's huge for yourself just to have that confidence that like it doesn't matter who is in here. I'm going to load in and I'm going to run good, like really good,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I could contend for a win, if not top
Mhm.
5 easily. Like that's huge to have that confidence.
Well, there's not many people that could say that either.
Yeah.
In iRacing, you know,
Mhm.
how many
Right.
people
Yeah,
can say they
100%.
can load into a late model, a pro or a super late model official, and say that when they join, like, I don't know, whenever I join officials, like whenever I know that I got my stuff, like at least I'm prepared for it. I'm
Yeah.
there to win. I didn't show up to run second, damn it. Like, it,
Yeah.
and
but
but
it
like that competitive side, and like I like whenever I got to 9K, my and then you retired.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
But you get like you
don't
gotta
lie.
like
No. Don't lie.
I walked into every race thinking I could win.
But don't lie, because you said that you hit 9K and then retired, and that's why you're not at 9K no more. You had lost all the way down to like 8,200, and then you retired. Don't
I
lie.
ran too many I tried to run sprint car races.
No, it wasn't that
Oh,
either.
God.
You got wrecked in a
I
couple
wrecked
of them.
in
And
2
then,
races, and then I ran a sprint car race, and then I ran something else, and it was just accumulation. And like 4 or 5 races, I lost like 600, 700 iRating. It was
No
crazy.
good.
No.
But back to the old build. So I don't know if you, I don't know. Did you run the qualifiers in 2022 for the late models?
I tried. I was like 8th in points, and then I was at Volusia, and I forget how I was passing. I was passing someone off of 4, and they wrecked, and I like straight lined the tires. So I just said I was done after that. I was in like 130th.
So, okay, are you thinking of like 2022 or 2023?
2022.
Okay, so this year's pro qualifiers, 2023, you ran them. I remember you being
Yeah.
there, and you started well with a 7th place finish at Lincoln in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like you started really well, but the rest of your qualifier season just kind of did not go as well. Other than I think week 5 at Lucas Oil, you had a top
Yeah, I
10
think I ran 4th
or
or
top
5th,
5, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think kind of contributed to that? Because it's not very common to have a good run in week 1 and then just not be able to. Because I looked and it's not. This is gonna sound bad, but it's not like you got wrecked out of all these races. You just didn't qualify very
That
well,
sucked.
and so what do you think really contributed to being able to run so well in the first week and then just not really do all that well afterwards?
I
That's not a
honestly
dig,
think
by
a
the
lot
way.
of it. Yeah, I honestly think a lot of it is just like first week I loaded in and I don't even think I practiced. I think I ran like 15 laps, loaded in, just like practiced a little bit, figured out the line, burned a lap, ran good. And then after that, I was like, oh, I need to practice a lot more. I feel like honestly, if you practice more, you're not gonna do as good because like you at that point you're just overthinking everything. Like you think about every little thing that could happen or like every different line you have to run or whatever. Like I feel like I always run better when I just load into them like last second, just load into them, put a setup on, drive.
You know,
And that's a nice point to get to. Well, like I'm one of like I like to fuck with shit
yeah,
all the time. All like naturally as a racer, you just gotta mess with it, even though you don't need to.
gotta get to the
but
top.
I like to mess with
Yep.
it. But like, there's been here lately. Now that I'm kind of retired, I just kind of hop on whatever I got.
Yep.
And I've had some success. Like it's nice to just be able to hop in there and just wheel,
Yeah.
just go. And whenever I feel like I know I do it, but like sprint car deal, I had to make laps in order to make a circle.
Yeah.
At first, that was my reasoning to practice. But like
Yep.
the late model stuff, you need to make once you get to the upper levels and like winning like the top split races and league races and stuff like
Pro series.
the big pros, like this is the big events and just
Mhm.
in general, just winning and being up front. Like once you get to that, like you can almost get on, and it only takes a few minutes to hop on and go
Yeah.
because it's just
But
the
you know,
last thing you did. But the practice laps gets in your head
yeah,
sometimes. But you
yeah.
need the practice to know what the track's gonna
Yep.
do. So
Listen,
it's
I was gonna bring up a point that,
it's
and you just, Lucas, you basically just disproved it for yourself, but I do still believe it for a majority of it. I think that the first week of pro qualifiers and the first week of pro series are always outliers for the entire season. You know why? Because whenever pro qualifiers are announced and the schedule is released, and whenever pro series is announced and the schedule is released, everyone grinds the hell out of the first track, and they have a month or 2 months to practice one track. Then you get all these people that run really well this first week, and then they don't run as well the rest of it because they only have 1 week to practice for the next track. So
yeah.
that's kind of, in your case was a little different. Not that I thought that was your case, but that it's just interesting to see sometimes how people will run really, really well in week one and then not run worth a shit. Well, not necessarily not run worth a shit, but just not run as well the rest of it. So your qualifiers didn't go as well as you wanted, even though they started well. But I feel like ultimately the goal with iRacing is to make Pro Series. Like that's like 99% of people's goals is to get the pro license. Is that a goal that you have? And what would you say your current goal right now is? Without a pro qualifier in mind.
Um, right now is just like I want to get better at money racing. Like I think I'm good at money racing. I just think
It's
that
tough.
every
It's
money race
different.
I'm in, I either get wrecked or my internet goes out. I don't know why, but like I'll have like 30 ping playing anything else, like, but the second I load into a money race, I'm like 300 ping and 20 quality, and I
So
lag out of them. I'm like, I don't even know, like,
your internet's
Yeah.
I don't know
getting
what to
nervous,
do.
bro.
The
Yeah.
internet's nervous. Yeah. But like those races, like the money racing, like the officials are tough.
Mm-hmm.
But like the money races and league races are tough in a different
Mm-hmm.
way,
They are. It's different.
in a completely different way. But
They're
they are both equally as tough to win,
yeah.
Yep.
in my opinion.
So would you say that making Pro Series is a goal?
Yeah, I would like to go pro in Irish. I feel like if I get pro series, like my pro license, I feel like I could run really good in it, but I also could suck. Like I really don't know.
It's a
It's
huge
Most
unknown.
like
It's such a
yeah, you
huge
really don't know
unknown.
how you're gonna do.
So
Like
how do
week
you
to week, you don't know how you're gonna do.
true.
I'll be honest. I've
True.
been in it 2 years, week to week, and like I could, like the first year, I kind of grinded for the first 5 weeks, and it would like
do.
no
Mm-hmm.
idea. And then like the last 5 weeks of for the first Pro series, I didn't really try as much, but it was kind of consistent. Makes no
Mm-hmm.
sense. And then first for a few weeks, like I'd qualify good. It was to qualifying at the end of the day is what dials it down.
At the end of the day, it's the end of the day.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but
And not wrong.
qualifying's tough, and just being able to, like it's a lot of it's confidence, I
Hmm.
think, and being able to have
Mm-hmm.
the confidence. And now you're getting to that confidence level where you can join those races, and it's the same confidence level. It's because it's just another race, you know.
I want to know
Yep.
because you're on Tomasi's team, right? I want to know because Tomasi said that the advice that I gave to him, he passes on to a lot of people. And the advice that I gave to him, I want to know if he gave to you, which was just kind of brought up by Kiefer, is that the confidence. I told Tomasi during this year's qualifiers, told him that you should have the confidence, dude. You're one of the fastest guys. You've proven yourself time and time again. You're not gonna load into a session and be 3/10 off. Just go out, be smooth, and just do
Mm-hmm.
your thing. Don't overthink it. This is the
Yeah.
stuff that I tell myself. That's what I told Tomasi during the qualifiers. I want to know, has he told you that? And don't lie to
Yeah,
me.
he's told me some stuff like that before, and then like I do agree with that, but I also do think like I had my couple months, like even in officials or anything, like I feel like I at one point had too big of a head. I thought I was maybe just the best to ever like play the game, and I was just like, I
You
thought
got to
like
be
I was
humbled sometimes.
unbeatable.
You
Yeah, and
can't.
then
You
and
as
then you
soon as you
finally get
think like
beat.
that, boom, and then
Yep.
you can't win a
Hmm.
race.
Yep.
It's a fine line. If I think that's the thing that you got to tell yourself whenever you're kind of lacking that confidence. But whenever you have that confidence, just kind of go out there and do your thing. I always try to tell people like you got to have the confidence that you're the fastest guy, but you also got to have the humility to know that there's always room for improvement. And I think that's how you toe that line, in my opinion. And everyone's different, but so.
Well, he races in real life. It's just like you go to one track one night, you go to the same track all. We'll just say you go to the same track 2 nights in a row. First night you're gonna suck and run 18th. Second night you're gonna run top 5, top 3. You might win a damn thing.
Yep.
And it's just is what it is. Ooh. Like it's like you prepare the same way as like in a real car, but it just doesn't make as much like it's the iRacing stuff like this. It's up and down because it's so like it's. Well, what's your mood going into this race, or what's like that's like a lot of it is. I think a lot of racing is just like the mentality of it, like it's mental, and you got to have the confidence. You got to think, you got to my thing is like I don't like showing up to races I don't know I can't win or can't compete in. Like it just drives me nuts.
So you're a cherry picker, is what you're saying?
No.
But like, I don't like showing up if I can't win. So
well, it's like like me going down to 411 kind of is like unrealistic for me in a way. You know, like race. It'd be like him racing a 604 at a super race.
Yeah,
you can get it done some nights, but you're not gonna get it done consistently.
Yeah.
And it's just it's tougher competition. So I like, but whenever you get to iRacing, like competition level, like. Top split races, league races, pro series, you name it. That adrenaline and like Hayden says it, Evan says, Blake, Nathan, I agree. Going into a pro series race, like you will. You have to race against me and Nathan. You have to race against me and Nathan though. Top split this year.
Qualifiers,
That's the top split this year in pro series qualifiers is gonna be crazy. That's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be like.
Where were you going with that though, Kiefer?
But where was I at?
I think you were about to talk about what it's like loading into a pro series race.
Oh, like you're it's the most nervous you'll ever be for a race.
It's the craziest feeling.
You could me first time at Eldora rolling out for hot lap qualifying at
Eldora.
Like for me, I'm bringing it up. Like you would for me. That was a huge event in my you would racing at Eldora.
Real life, yeah.
It's super nerve-wracking. Like it's just and it's pro series 10 times more stressful.
It's
or
crazy.
Starting on the pole thing. At whenever I started on the pole the Turkey Bowl this year and was leading there no. iRacing's 10 times more stressful. It doesn't make any more sense. But a lot of it is the head games. You gotta think right, and you gotta believe. You gotta be confident in your decisions, and it's like what you said in the qualifiers. You get caught up in those wrecks, and you gotta be in those moments before those wrecks. You have to be confident when you're doing. But you also have to be back and it's tough.
Well, I mean, I started I want to say last year's because it's so close to the end of this year, but
and not getting frustrated in the middle of the race.
This year in the 2023 Pro Qualifiers, I started the series at Lincoln with a dead last, I think, because I was sick. I made the feature somehow, but I finished dead last because I pulled off with 20 to go or whatever. But I had this confidence, the thing that I told Tomasi that that was last week. It's over. We just got to run good for 5 weeks and we'll be all right. And I had that confidence that I can do it. I've proven it before. So I want to know, how do you feel going into the qualifiers for next year if they happen? And because I would imagine you would make it. There's no real doubt in my mind that you'll make it as long as you don't.
I think it's going to be stacked though. Let's be real. We can kind of talk about it in a little bit. Because it starts in April?
Probably April.
Something like that.
May.
Yeah.
May.
March.
When the qualifiers would start. No.
They started in March of 2022.
Was it?
I think either March or April.
But
anyways,
so
who's your answer
split this year?
Well, I want to let Lucas answer the question.
What's the question?
The question was, how do you feel going into 2024 Pro Qualifiers?
I feel like as long as like I feel like my biggest thing is just half the time I can't qualify. Like, I can race so good. It's just sometimes I qualify like 30th and then I start dead last and I drive from like 16th to 5th or whatever. So I feel like if I could get qualified, I feel like I can win at least one. I think like as long as there's not at bad tracks or whatever. Like if it's at Port Royal, I'm running dead last. Like I
Me
suck
too.
there so bad. Like
You know, I
I
said
might not
that
even make the
though.
race.
I said that though last year during pro qualifiers, and that was like my second best run during the qualifiers. I hated that track. I didn't
qualified,
practice, but I ended up doing well. It'll surprise you. I think it really will. And I think you really are one of the guys that like is just
Qualifying's
kind of
tough.
just like a lock for making it in next year. Like say the 2022 pro qualifiers, you had guys like Rumsey, Yeager, Barrett Bishop, Kiefer that most people considered a lock. Like there's no way these guys just aren't going to make it. They're too good. I think you're one of those guys that will just kind of be a lock, you know.
There's gonna be tens. Like you're gonna have Hauser this year too.
Yeah.
coming in there, which he's good.
That'll be interesting.
Who is there? A few other speed. I know. I've already said you.
Oh.
I'm
I
sure
know-
there's
I
some
know
other
it's gonna be
speeders
stacked.
and stuff like that.
But yeah, it's gonna be. Well, and everyone's been gaining a lot of iRating here lately too.
Yeah, big time.
Which
Yep.
is, I thought about it the other day and I stopped myself. But I stopped myself because I saw that we were at Weed Sport. But I was gonna start running some officials, get some iRating because I want to get back to 8K. I'm
Weed
like
Sport sucks.
7,900, so I gotta get back to the 8K just because
Yeah.
I feel like the 8K looks better.
I'm
than
trying to get
79.
to 9K. I'm at 8,500 right now, and I'm trying to get to 9K.
Yeah, once you get to 9K, you're gonna go straight to your alt account, Nathan, and never touch it.
You know
because-
what? I said that about, and I've talked about this before, but I've said that about not touching my main account once I reach a certain iRating. I've said that
Yeah.
for every milestone. I said it whenever I was going to reach 6K. I was like, then I'm going to run. Okay. Well, then I just was like, all right, well, let's go for 7K or 6K or whatever. And then I just kept going and kept going. And then trying
Well,
to
it's
reach
just
9K
crazy.
is
Like
the hardest
5K is
one.
the new standard.
Oh, God. 5K is like average now.
I was gonna say 5Ks. I'd say like 6 or 7s once you're starting to get like decent. That's like normal.
Yeah. It's kind of
Like-
it's kind of
like,
ridiculous.
Yeah, but like like the average, if you cut it like the competitive, like this, I don't know, 5K now is like you're in the
You're
but
okay.
rather than, yeah, you're all right. You're all right.
But
you
there's-
can win the lower split.
There's some
You-
people that
like-
don't run officials that are 5K that are really good.
Yeah,
Like
That
I'm
is
pretty
true,
sure
too.
St. Clair, Travis St.
Caden
Clair is like
Cardo's went
5K.
like
Yeah.
You know?
Cardo's went like a 6,200.
Yeah, but he just he
He was like the number 18 car in that Chili Bowl race and just whooped all our ass.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
he's pretty good.
But so I got two more questions about iRacing. Well, one of them's not really about iRacing. Actually, I got three more questions about iRacing.
Oh, my God.
So you've won a lot of big races, but what would you say is your biggest win? Because I think we all have one that we all look back on as like, damn, that's got to be the biggest win, right?
On
So
iRacing.
right on iRacing.
Probably a Cedar Lake official like 5 months ago. It was like a 6,900 or something like that.
That's
And it had like Barb, like Tomasi, Hauser was in it, and I was running like third, and they started racing each other, and I just slid every one of them one corner and just drove off from them, and that was probably the one win where I started. That's like probably the win that really started my confidence and like getting me
Yeah.
where I feel like I could outrun them big guys and really run with them.
And that was pro late models or supers?
Supers, it was supers.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I was.
Once
in
you
that
have a
one or
good
not.
super win, that's like
Yeah.
I remember my
Alright,
first super
alright.
win. I feel like whenever I got my first super win, like way back in 2020, that was like getting the monkey off my back because I could win in the low powered cars, but like I just couldn't seem to get a win in the supers. And whenever I finally got that super late model win, I was like, okay, I can do this. You know, like it's not like it's
I
impossible.
could get the pro
for
late
me.
model done early, like early on in my.
Oh yeah, I was a
iRacing
pro late model
career.
hero.
Yeah,
I hate
pro
pro late
late,
models,
dude. I
dude.
could rip.
I was bad about it.
Do you-
I could still rip a pro late model.
I
don't know
hate
why.
pro late
I
models.
just
Do you-
want-
do
they
you-
That just fit me. I don't
Do you
know
prefer
why.
supers over pros, Lucas?
I like the supers race better. I think, but the pros for some reason, I just like how they drive. I don't know why.
I
Like
hate
to
them.
me, they just drive so much more realistic. Like supers just don't drive real to me. They just drive so weird. They don't like they have a weird feel that I just don't like. I don't know
I
The
why.
hate pro
sound,
late
the
models,
sound
bro.
drives me nuts. Like how the rev limiter
Yeah,
sounds drives me
I
nuts.
hate pro late models.
And the Pro Late model actually ramps up and calms
yeah.
down. Yeah, I like the sound
None of
better.
them rev fast enough though.
No, the
You
Great
notice
Not
that?
does.
really. No.
I mean, the Pro
The
sounds like
the
a
big block and
super.
the 358 rev fast enough. They rev like really
Yeah.
quick. But a limited, bro, the way the limited go,
Yeah, it's just like ball the whole time.
whoa. Like, dude, there's no they're 350, 400 horsepower. They should be revving pretty quick. But anyways, that's beside the point. So that was your biggest win. I'm curious, uh, you were a part of that race that I was in, or that we were in, the icebreaker prelim.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I talked to you after the race, and you were completely unaware of what happened because you had gotten taken out on the restart before all that crap happened.
Yep.
But I don't really know exactly what I want to ask about this. I'm just curious. Like, I remember running, I say I remember like it was a long time ago, but I was wall tapping in 1 and 2. So were you. We were running middle 3 and 4. Like, were you ever like? Did you think you could get around me, or were you just kind of content with second because it
I
was
was
just
just
so
super
hard to
second.
pass? I feel like it was
Like
so hard to pass.
yeah, I feel like you ran bottom in turn one, like lap one,
I did it the first lap.
and I knew it was top. Like I had told myself, like I ran my fastest lap in practice with right rear damage, so I was like, I just need to go there, knock the wall down first lap, get right rear damage, and then just spin out on the wall every lap after that, and just hit it perfect.
Yeah.
And you pulled away from me for a little bit there, and then I like finally we kind of like I would ride 3/10 behind you, and then Herbert was starting. I think he restarted third like every time. And I started like it was so slick. I was starting like on the outside wall because I was starting second. And it was just slick as crap. Like I could not hit the gas. I was just getting passed by everybody on the
Dude,
restarts.
it
And
sucks kind of low key when there's no grip there.
oh
Like
yeah.
none.
And then finally I got a bad start. I like tried to roll it on you and I rolled it too good, so I couldn't cut down to the brown because I was at your quarter still. And I like spun out almost hit Herbert and we both knocked the wall down. I did like 3 loop-de-loops, couldn't reset or couldn't get to the pits, had to reset because they wouldn't let me like talk over chat or anything.
Yeah,
I
they had
couldn't tell
voice
them
chat
I
muted,
had the
bro.
tow, so I was just left. I was like, all right, that's enough of that. I just
Do,
got out of there.
so do you? When did you kind of realize like what all had happened with like? Because it was a pretty big deal. Not trying to make
Oh
more
yeah.
out of it than it was, but it was a pretty big deal of what had happened. Like with me, no less than probably 3 minutes or 5 minutes after what happened with you. Like when did you kind of realize like what exactly had happened and how much it
I,
was blowing up?
I left and went and got me. I'm pretty sure I left, went and got some food upstairs, came back downstairs, and Barb was live, and I like joined it, and then he was watching Nathan Waddell get absolutely yarded off of turn two, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And then I realized you're in second. I was like, well, at least you're in second, I guess. Like
I
your
didn't
car
run
was junk,
second.
but I was talking about Barb. Like
Oh,
you're in
he
second.
did.
I was
Yeah.
like, well, you probably wouldn't have ran second if it didn't happen, but I don't know. I thought it was a bad deal the way they did it and everything, just the way they went about it afterwards. I don't know. I feel like they could have went about it a different way and made it better, but I don't also run the race, so
That's
I
true.
guess it's whatever to me.
That's true. So, one last question about sim racing, and it's kind of lead into real racing. Why is your number 5? Because I have a reason why my number is number 5. I want to know why you're number 5.
So my grandpa was number 15 to start off with, and he said he didn't want to paint 15 on his cars all the time back then, so he just took the 1 off and just put a 5. So he was number 5 like the whole time. So when I got into racing, I was 05 at first because my sister was 5, and then she changed her number to 18, so then I got the 5, and now my brother's 05. So we have an 05, a 5, and an 18. So that's been my number since like 2014, I think, something like that, and it's just what I've ran ever since.
So you race in real life. What? When did you start racing in real life? What did you start in, and what do you race now?
So I started in quarter midgets when I was 4.5, so it'd have been like 2011,
Jesus,
2012.
4.5 years old.
Um, and then, so I ran those till 2016, and then I went to Bandoleros at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and sucked in them, like was terrible. They were momentum cars, and I'm not like a big momentum driver, never really have been. So
He likes
ran
to
those
stop and go.
for ran those for like a year, got out of them because I won like one race, sucked. I was like, all right, I'm done with this. Got in legend cars, and that was like I feel like Legends was probably my first like those are my 2 years where I really started like felt like I could actually win. My second year I ran second in national points out of like 330 cars. I won like 30 races that year, so that's when like I really started getting
Damn.
better, I feel like. And then I moved up to late models when I was 14 and been racing them for 4 years now. And
Hell yeah.
yeah,
So what do you race now? Like as far as chassis, engine. I'm pretty sure
right
we've
now
said
I'm in a
604.
Capital. Yeah, I'm in a I run a 604. I got a Capital right now. I was in a Rocket, but it got bent, wasn't very good, so we got a Capital and been way better ever since.
What year model Capital is it?
It's a
Oh,
late 20 or early 23 actually, like a late 22 or early 23.
Hell yeah.
ditch diggers.
Ditch
Yep.
diggers.
Those would be better. Like considering that you just said you're not a momentum driver, that's a better option for you.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like Capitals
100%.
are good crate cars. I don't
Yeah,
think
they're very good crate
I
cars.
don't think they make great super late models, but I think they're good crate cars. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, they help a lot too. I mean, they help way more than Rocket did, I'll say that.
Well, that yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, Rockets. Yeah.
I could
Well,
have yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know much about it. I don't want to say anything.
The racing stuff's the real racing stuff's Nathan like
I'm out of the
Nathan's
loop.
Nathan's. I tell this to Nathan. He's too much of a sweetheart to be a like
Oh yeah.
Aw.
right now. Like I
Aw.
don't want to
Called me
bring
a
him around the real.
sweetheart.
I don't want him to bring him around the racetrack or bring him like like on like a week and because I think
Yeah.
it would ruin him. Like it would
No,
ruin it for
shut
life.
up. I'm not a
No.
damn little innocent
I'm not talking
little.
about the work. I'm not talking about the
I'm
work.
not
You would
saying
just
that either.
understand. You would just like see that like the ugly side of racing.
Hmm.
He try to hug everyone. Jesus. Anyways,
He
so
wouldn't be so nice. Let's say that as nice and
so
open
the real
to
racing
people.
stuff, it's completely different from the sim racing stuff. So I asked you about your goals on sim racing. So I want to know what were your goals for your 2023 real racing season, and did you meet them?
Yeah, my main goal was like just win a race. I hadn't won a race, and we only ran 13 races this year because my grandpa's moving right now, so we really haven't the money to like race as much. And
Yep.
for 13 races, we won a race. I think I ran like top 10 8 times, and I ran fifth a couple times. Like not bad, not the best year, but at least I won a race. I feel like
What
now that I've got that out of the way, I feel like after that I started running way better. I ran third at East Alabama for a 10,000 to win, and I've been
once you
running
get
way
that
better this year.
once you get that like it was the same like for me, 2022. I got
Hmm.
that one win finally, dude, and it was a grind to get there.
Yep.
And this year we had a lot of success, and I'm hoping for another good year as well next year. But getting that first one, man, it is especially like for the year, it's tough. And then once
Oh
you
So
get
yeah.
that momentum rolling, but then you got to remember where you were from last year and all that. You know
yeah.
how it goes.
So going into 2024, what are your goals for next year in real life?
Um, I would like to win five. I would like to win 5 races or more. That'd be like I feel like that'd be a good goal for me to
Yeah,
really start trying to win more races and
five
hopefully get some more
races.
help.
Yeah,
And
but
you're
it
racing
helps a big part.
604s. You're racing 604s in
Yep.
the southeast. Are you planning on running like the Crate Racing USA series, or are you just kind of picking and choosing where you're gonna go?
We just pick and choose really. We just kind of like I don't know. We run at Snow a lot. It's close to the house, and there's some really good people there, like good competition. If you're
Yeah,
fast there, I feel like you can go most
and
places down here and be good. And
yeah.
we like to run all the big shows like the Powell. It's 28,000 to win and all
Mm-hmm.
that. Go to Talladega some and hopefully run like 40 to 60 races. That's my plan at least.
Whew, that's a
Yeah.
lot of races. So speaking of
Hey,
Talladega,
that's
we
you can do it though. It's a lot. That's about what I did this year.
Hmm.
so
It's
speaking of Talladega
a
though,
long year, especially the late model side
Yeah.
of things.
Hmm.
you got the Ice Bowl coming up next weekend. Are
Yep.
you plan on being there?
That's the plan. That should be our first race. Yeah, that should be the first race of the year.
Hell yeah, dude. So Ice Bowl, next weekend. Catch.
You can see Waddell.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Yep.
there. You obviously just heard Lucas is gonna be there, so hopefully you can
Hopefully
run
he gets a
well and-
late qualifying.
Yeah, catch the
Hopefully,
rubber.
hopefully it's just not rough like it was last time I was there.
That's what Hayden Cardwell told us. He was like, "Hey, I just hope that
No,
I
that's
get a
a
late
true
draw."
statement, though.
I know.
That's a true statement.
Talladega. I love the
bad.
place because it's my home track, but it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, last time I went there, it was no good. Thumbs
Yeah.
down.
Thumbs down. Yeah. Well,
Thumbs
you also
down.
had an incident with Jesse Innerton.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was
What-
famous for a day.
What was the backlash like from that? Was there any?
I didn't get any messages or nothing.
I was wondering if you did, because I feel
It's
like
racist, dude.
yeah, but
That's
you
how I
know,
look at
okay,
it.
same vein. It's the fucking internet, dude. Like,
Yeah.
there's some
I
crazy
know,
people out there.
I know.
I was hoping that it was a no, but I was like, I hope, or not hope. I was like hoping that it was a no, but I wouldn't be surprised if you got some messages like "fuck you." You
Hate
wrecked."
mail.
Yeah,
I never
you
got any
know?
messages. I didn't
Dude,
really
I
look at
got-
the comments though on the video. I don't really like when I wreck. I don't watch the video. Like my
Look,
mom's like,
if I win, I watch the whole thing. I have
Mhm.
recorded. If I don't do good, I don't even know where
yeah,
it's
just
at.
like- that's how my mom's like go like the video or something. I'm like I'm not watching myself wreck. She's like, well, no. I'm like I'm the one that wrecked. I already did it. Like I don't need to
I know
watch
what
it again.
happened.
Yeah,
know what
I
happened.
was the one driving the car when I got wrecked. Like I was there. I know what happened.
Yeah.
That's
No,
hilarious.
like, and like the night I flipped, like I have it on the GoPro, and I have the wrong thing to do it on my computer. I'd have to get an adapter and deal, but like I'm not doing it because I
Yeah.
don't need to watch it.
Don't want to
Yep.
watch that. No need.
Like I have it, but like, why would I want to watch that? And then I have a video of me winning too, like an in-car camera. Now I can't get that one. Of course, that's the one that I want, but the one I have is me flipping, so it's kind of cool.
Well,
Yeah.
Kiefer, you got anything else for Lucas?
Well, I hope to see you at Sonoy this year.
I'll be there.
I want to get down there. Want to get
Love that
down there.
place.
Yeah, I hope if they have any modified shows at all,
You there?
I've been told my dad, like that's one of the spots. This year we're gonna be jumping as well. It's kind of like our goal, chasing checks in a way, and just going to the bigger races. But that's one of the bucket list tracks that I want to go to. I don't know why everyone's up and down about it, but like, place looks fun to race on.
It looks awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go there. I haven't been there IRL. I've seen races there, but I'm gonna go there hopefully sometime this year. And if Kiefer goes there, I'll definitely make the trip
Dix.
since it'd be close.
Now I saw Thompson put Dixie's running next year. Dixie, now that's a fun place.
Dixie's.
Dixie it's
There's
interesting.
there's good tracks there in Georgia though, and like
Yeah.
North Carolina, South Carolina through there, and it's tough. Crate racing's tough down there. That's what like whenever I think about crate racing in like UMP world, it's nothing. And you like when you go down, as soon as you get down into like Tennessee, Kentucky,
Oh yeah.
It's the southeast.
like-
Stacked.
Arkansas, like as soon
Yeah,
as
they
you
got
get
some big
down
cars
below
over there, too.
Missouri and Illinois, it is tough to
Which
like,
it's weird
any
because
crate
like
car
it
class.
used to be like the Southern All Stars was like almost. It almost seems like all those guys that are really good in 604s now used to just run in the Southern All Stars with the
Super, yeah.
supers, but now they
Yeah.
can't afford to do that anymore.
Mhm.
Or they could, but they would prefer to
It's
spend
more
less money and
realistic.
run with the 604. So like that's why the 604s are just so stacked in the southeast because it used to be all the guys that ran Southern All Stars mostly.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and there's a lot of money going up there, especially this year and last year, and like the crate racing stuff. There were a lot of big shows
Oh yeah.
that you
There's
could have
like
hit.
30,000s, tens. Like it seems like every week you look on Facebook, there's like $5,000 up to race for like around here. So it's awesome.
Yeah, no, yeah, the super deals like getting kind of. I talk about it all the time. The super deals getting kind of out of hand. That's why you
Yeah.
see so much crate racing now.
Mhm.
I wish they just don't like the UMP world just doesn't tech enough at all in order for the.
Nope.
But they need to implement if they could do like a crate rule deal, for like even like the modified stuff, dude, it would help out tremendously. But they ain't ever gonna do that.
so
No.
anything
be
else
fun,
for Lucas Kiefer?
No, I just I hope we don't kill each other. Me and you we're pretty clean now. Ever since the Lucas Oil
Yeah.
incident, I had to tell him who was
Yep.
what needed to be said. And I don't even remember what happened. I kind of remember what happened, but I'm pretty sure he right reared me slightly, and I
I think
was
I hit you
like,
down the straightaway like 17 laps in a row. I still do
yeah,
that all the time though on
yeah.
accident, like
I
get
was
too
getting
close to
like I
people.
get around
Yeah,
you,
me too.
get around you, boom, boom. I'm
Yep.
like this. And you had Premiere on your car, okay?
Yep.
The fact I didn't kill you or like straight line you,
Yep.
anyone else would have just. But I think
Bad
like
deal.
the first race you beat me, the second race I right reared you, and just like, hey,
I don't remember, but probably deserved it, honestly.
you had the Premiere sticker. That's all you needed. I'm
Yep.
just teasing. I'm just teasing.
All right. Well, Lucas, thank you for coming on. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, right now is your time.
Yeah, I just like to thank everyone at Speed Ranch and Terrence Tomasi Racing, 30 South, like JC Floyd, all them, Mason Inman, Hunter Rich, Chase Barbara, just everybody over there, Gavin Eddy. I don't know. There's so many of them. There's probably 35 of them in Discord right now, but all of them over there for being good friends, hanging out with us all the time, and yeah, they go to war for us, and
Yeah,
they're
they
my
It's a
do.
best
good
friends.
community.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
it's in the iRacing, like the Speed Ranch and the CFM, and like it's everybody's kind of in the house.
Mhm.
Like it is some days where everybody's got it, but it's starting to get a little bit better, and
yeah,
it's a
it
little
is starting to
bit.
get a little bit better.
I know there's drama. I saw some beef today, but
Oh yeah.
it's getting better. There is progress. There's hope, and we're coming to a new year.
Yep.
So
A new year,
Well,
hopefully less beef.
yep.
less
Well,
beef.
Lucas, thank you so much for joining. Good luck this weekend or next weekend at the Ice Bowl.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. All right. Well, that was Lucas Ruark. And as I say every week, another great guest. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's the new year.
Well, yeah.
What do you got? You got any plans?
Yeah, so well, not for the new year really. I mean, I think Hannah has some new glasses, like some new like champagne looking glasses that she said we got to drink out of on the new year. Other than that, I don't have anything planned for the new year, but I am going to be at the Ice Bowl. So, if anyone is from,
Because we won't
the
be
area
streaming
and
next
is
week. Just
yeah.
everyone.
This
I'll be
is
on I'm vacation mode.
Yeah.
This is the new year.
And so this
Unless
is
you guys
actually
want-
technically this is the last episode. Obviously, this is the last episode of the year. This is also the last episode of what I'm considering season 2. We're gonna take a week off next week. We're gonna I think on the next episode is gonna be January 10th. That'll be the first episode of season 3. Nothing really gonna be different. I'm classifying them in seasons. Stupid.
Weird.
But we got the Ice Bowl next weekend. If anyone is going to the Ice Bowl and you want to come meet me or come kick my ass, I will be there. Just message me. I'll be signing autographs, whatever. No, not signing autographs, but just if you want to come meet me, I'll be there. Probably Friday or Saturday. Probably not both, but I'll announce it, I guess. And then
He doesn't know.
the drunk stream that was for our sub goal that we hit. We're gonna have an announcement for that soon. Once we set a date, I'll make the announcement. Be sure to tune in for that. New PC gonna be finished tomorrow. Super excited about that. What you got coming up, Keith?
I think I'm gonna be sitting under the table at midnight with red underwear.
Huh? What? Sitting under
No.
the table with red
No, I'm just teasing.
underwear?
I'm just teasing. I might go out. I think a few of my friends are gonna get have a little shop party. I've been building a bookshelf, as you know, so I gotta finish that up. I'm actually gonna get on that probably after this, just to go sand a few more things, make sure my stain's nice and even.
Okay.
But it's a new year. We're gonna go. I go in every year, same 3 words. Been doing this for a long time. Peace, love, and positivity.
You know what's crazy though? That's the first time I've ever heard you say that.
It's literally my bio. It's like I'm pretty sure it's on my Instagram bio.
I don't think. Well, okay, I don't get on Instagram.
You don't have an Instagram.
I do have an Instagram. I don't get on it, but
I don't think
it's
can
just
you put a
funny.
bio on Facebook?
You say that, but I've never
Or
heard you say
PLP?
that.
No, I don't.
PLP?
Why would I? I don't say it like progressively.
Progressively.
Like it's just like something in my head. Like that's the three things that. Like I have a group chat with like a few of my friends. Like that's like a pack with like 4 or 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was my thing, and I got it actually from Logic.
Big
The rapper.
Logic guy. You
That
love
was
those
back when I
white
was-
rappers, Logic and Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem.
I listen to black rappers too, dude. Like
Jesus.
I
Are you ready to send us out with a bang?
yeah,
Let's
I am.
let's
I'm gonna
send us out with a bang. All right,
chat.
don't
You
forget.
guys ready for this?
I'm so ready.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. I'm not gonna do that the whole time, but here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be a front flip like y'all have never seen. There it is. Beautiful. What? What was that? What? No. No, dude. What happened?
It exploded when it landed on
Oh, no. It was supposed to be one of those little pull the thing and it pops, but now you got that shit all in your bed. That's unfortunate. Wow. Well, how about that?
All right, chat.
Well,
It's been real.
it has been real. You got anything else, Keith?
I can't wait. Someone needs to sub so I can get a maid. Clean this up.
Oh, brother. You got anything else?
No, that's it. I hope everybody has a great New Year's. Going into the new year. 3 words. All right. Nathan says he's never heard me say it.
I haven't.
It's literally it's on my phone too. Like I couldn't tell you. Peace, love, and positivity, baby.
Peace, love, and positivity. Hope everyone has
Chicken
a great...
grease. We can add that too.
Chicken grease. Yeah, hope everyone has a great new year. Everybody, be safe and have a good time, but do it responsibly. That'll do it for this episode and this season of the Plum Wild podcast. He's getting plum wild over there. Thanks again to Majula C Speed Shop for sponsoring tonight's episode. For myself and Damian Kiefer, we'll see you right back here in the new year and in the next one. Y'all have a good one.